Hello, everyone. I'm Morgan Merriman, Realtor at RE/MAX Alliance here in Fort Collins, Colorado. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Lifestyle Living's Community Connection. So today I have the pleasure of speaking with Steve Swanson, who recently started a very exciting new franchise here in Northern Colorado called Renovation Sells. So Renovation Sells provides the start to finish renovation services prior to listing your home. Just learned you can also do it for a buyer after you've just purchased. And they are with you through the design, the financing, and the project management to help get this done in a seamless way. So welcome to you. Thanks for taking the time to talk with me.
Thanks, Morgan. Excited to be here.
Absolutely. So let's dive in. So tell me a little bit about your history, your background, and ultimately what led you to Renovation Sells.
Yeah, I'd love to. So pretty much grew up in Fort Collins, been here for the last 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Went to high school here, to Poudre High School, went to Colorado State,
Okay.
Graduated with business marketing degree there, and started a family here. We just never left. So we've got two boys. The one's 15. I've got another one that's almost 13 next month.
Okay.
At Preston and Fossil. So been in the community for a long time. I worked at T-Mobile for 25 years before starting with Renovation Sells, and really just needed to find something new. We were kind of at this crossroads, and I knew I wanted to do something that wasn't working for a huge company anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And Thalyta, my wife, who's been a photographer for the last 10 years, also wanted to do something different. And so we just kind of started looking for things and started looking at franchises because we really liked the model of a franchise kind of what it brings. We found Renovation Sells, and so super excited to bring it to Northern Colorado. And we just launched January 15th, so we're only a couple of months deep, but things are going great so far.
That's awesome, and it's good to hear that that business is picking up so new in this. That is the tough thing with starting a business. And is it going to be that slow start, or are we going to take off? Hopefully having the brand recognition. I know you're new to Northern Colorado, but national company, brand recognition, knowing that you're not reinventing the wheel, hopefully helps to get that cruising quicker.
No question. And it actually really does because, to your point, Renovation Sells has done thousands of pre-sale home renovations nationally. So it's not, it's new to Northern Colorado, but it's not a new concept. It's a fully tested concept that works really well and brings a great ROI to our customers.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So can you basically summarize the concept of Renovation Sells, the services that you provide, and a bit of the process that's involved?
Yeah. So you kind of mentioned a little bit about this, but it's pre-sale home renovations. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because when we say those three words to people, sometimes they're like, well, what is pre-sale home renovations? Like, what does that even mean, right? Mm-hmm. And what it really means is if you are a seller and you're looking to sell your home, we want to come in alongside you and help you make the right updates that are going to help you sell your home quickly and for more money.
Yeah.
Those are really our big objectives. And in doing that, our goal is to get you the highest return on investment possible. Mm-hmm. And in a lot of cases, you can look online and see things that might say like, oh, a bathroom's going to get you a certain amount % return, if you redo a bathroom or a kitchen. The beauty about what we do for sellers is it's cosmetic renovations. So cosmetic renovations will get you an even higher return on investment than if you were to rip out all the cabinets and rip out all your floors and start over. We refinish floors, we refinish cabinets, we paint. We do those cosmetic things that are going to make it more cost effective for a seller whose goal, again, is to sell it faster and to sell it for more money.
For sure.
And so we really do own that whole process, as you mentioned before, from start to finish. So you think about the design element of it. This is one of the biggest parts of it. Is like, gosh, I know it doesn't look right, but I don't know what to do to make it look right. That's where our design services come in. Project management. We do everything for you start to finish. We manage all of the trades. So when you think about like the GC or general contracting of it, we do that piece of it for you. And then even the finance. We've got the finance part of it too, up to $50,000, 6 months, no payments, no interest. It's a no-brainer. Yeah, because if you're doing the right updates on your house, it shouldn't be sitting on the market for 6 months anyway. So
Absolutely.
At that point, you've got this interest-free loan that you haven't even made a payment on by the time your house sells. And then if you want to pay it off at closing, you can. Or if you don't want to pay it off at closing, you don't have to because it's not attached to title. Probably getting into a little bit more technical stuff there.
But that's good to know, because it gives people the flexibility and a few things that you touched on. One, there are the people who have that keen design eye, and there are some that just don't. Right. So having you guys come in, and also the people who have a keen design eye, most likely they're doing what they would like.
Right.
And not everybody is going to like what I like.
Yes.
So having you guys come in and say, this is what we've found to be an industry standard that is popular now, that is neutral enough, that people like, I think is important.
Yeah.
And then, the general contracting, the control of vendors from start to finish is huge. I did a similar project last year for a listing, and I worked with one of your competitors, and we had some vendor issues, and I almost had to jump in and help to be like, why are these people not here now? And that, to be able to be hands off and know that you guys have it is fantastic.
Yes.
And then the financing is huge, because I think a lot of people, they know that what people want to buy is a pristine, turnkey, walk in and it's done type of thing. And not everybody has that 20, 50 or more $1,000 just sitting around to be able to do that right away. And so to have you guys come in and say, we're going to take it, we're going to do it, pay us when you get your closing check. That's a fantastic feature.
Yeah.
I think it takes a lot of the stress off people and allows them to take advantage of something that they want to do to maximize their sales price, and know that they don't have to borrow from family or take out a HELOC or do whatever.
Yeah.
You guys have it. So that's huge.
Yeah, and I think one thing that I would just add too is, we typically work with a realtor who brings us a client. Like, hey, I've got a client, they're looking at selling their home, they need some updates, can you come in?
Mm-hmm.
But we will also work directly with a client who comes to us before they have a realtor, and that's fine too, because I imagine the audience, you may have some realtors out there, but there's probably a lot of people who aren't. So
for sure,
if they don't have a realtor already, that's okay.
Yeah.
We can work with them and get them connected with great realtors as well. So
that's perfect.
So yeah, that's something we do.
No, and that's great. The teamwork within our sphere, and you are, a real estate affiliate, and the teamwork and shooting back, you guys can find them a realtor. We can bring our clients to you. That's how the world goes around.
Yes.
So it's great. All righty. So I know that there's a lot of benefits to franchising rather than starting from scratch and reinventing the wheel.
Yes.
I thought about franchising. This was food service, but years ago. Looked at a lot of different franchises, because what is going to work? Restaurants fail so quickly. Let me find something that is proven, has a success rate. So how did you know, or how did you decide that what Renovation Sells has is the proper business model, and how did you feel comfortable moving forward with them and feeling confident in your success level?
Yeah, I think we started looking at franchises. We didn't really have a good understanding of what that meant and what that was all about. And I think when you think of the word franchise, you think of like McDonald's and Taco Bell and these, large like restaurant chains and things like that. But for us, it was, we knew we wanted to do something, as I mentioned, in home services, but we didn't know what, we didn't know how, and that's what was great about Renovation Sells. I think what made Renovation Sells different, as we were kind of looking through all of the different options that were out there, was there's this ongoing value add with what Renovation Sells gives. So, in any kind of franchise, you're going to pay royalties, right? I mean, that's just part of your business cost structure with any franchise. For Renovation Sells, we get this awesome element of design that they do for us. And it's so important, for whether it's a seller or a buyer. I mean, to have someone that picks out all of the things, from your paint colors, your carpet, your cabinet colors, what kind of countertops you're going to get, all of that stuff, to bring that all together in a beautiful design. It's hard work.
Yeah.
Anybody who has ever tried to do that, I mean, it is hard work. And so we've got that benefit ongoing because they provide all of the design for us. So we come in, we take a Matterport video after we have a signed contract. And Matterport, for those who don't know, is basically 3D imaging of the home. And that will be something that we can give the designer to say, hey, here's the home. They can literally walk through the home digitally and see every element of the home and make a great cohesive design. That's something that Renovation Sells offers. Some franchises, you may continue to get a brand name, but you don't necessarily get this huge value add like we do with this, with this design element. So I think that's the part that we're most excited about.
Yeah, no, and that is huge, because just having somebody who I would assume, went to design school, knows how colors and textures and everything should work together, to be able to come with, I don't know, do you have a series of like templates that sort of you offer to your clients, or is there adjustability there?
It's a great question. So what I would say is, nothing that we really do is like a cookie cutter package.
Okay,
and it's because every home is different. So we can sit here and say, hey, there's a general style and theme for Northern Colorado, and there is. But the great thing is that every home literally gets its own design.
That's awesome.
So paint colors, carbon, all the stuff that we mentioned before, that will be individual and unique to that home. And so, there's really not like a package that's like, oh, I want that package or this package. I mean, we could use something like that for inspiration. And as part of the design process, it's not just a like, okay, you give us your house and then we just do what we want, right? There is an intake process where if the realtor or the homeowner have, hey, I want this, that, and the other, no problem. We'll incorporate that into the inspiration of the design. Then there's an opportunity for the homeowner to review, kind of like if this is what we picked. If there's something they want to edit, whatever, no problem. We can do that. But it's not cookie cutter package though.
And that's good. And I like that. You give them the guidance while still letting them make the decisions and not putting it into a box where you're going to have your stamp all over the town. It's like, no, every home is unique. So awesome. I love it. All right. So you said that, pretty new, middle of January, things are picking up. How has it been so far? And do you feel confident in your current growth trajectory?
Yeah, definitely do feel confident. We're busy. We've got a few jobs happening right now.
Good.
The great news, for us is that we work with a whole network of subcontractors that go through kind of our vetting and validation process to work with Renovation Sells. But we have a large network. So even though we're busy, we have capacity for more. So bring it on, And I would just say, in terms of like how we're feeling about growth in the future, we wanted to come into a business that we knew was going to be viable right away and there was going to be high demand for right away. And we are definitely seeing that based on today's market conditions. But even as the market shifts, we really feel like there's demand for what we do in any market. Because there's always going to be a place for someone to make renovations, upgrades to a home that will help it to sell more, sell for more, and sell quicker. That's a concept that we believe is always going to be viable. So we're excited.
And it's not like you moved here to do this, but picking this for here, aside from the small local company that we used, I don't know of many others that do really what you do. And Northern Colorado is such a great place for it because of a couple of things. We've always been such a desirable place to move to. That helps to keep our housing market more stable, even in these subtle downturns that we've seen. Other places like Arizona and Florida, maybe you're kind of struggling and depreciating a bit. We're not. We're still appreciating by a little bit, and we're starting to see it pick up even more. And that's just a national housing shortage, but B, a very desirable place to live. And even in downturns, people will always need to buy or sell due to just life circumstances where the market doesn't dictate that choice. So I think it's a great choice. I think you guys will not regret it for sure.
We're excited.
So tell people how they can get a hold of you to schedule that initial consultation.
Yeah, for sure. So we are readily available on Google, just Renovation Sells. If you look us up that way, you can also go to our website. It's renovationsells.com/northern-Colorado. That'll get you directly to the site. Phone number 970-818-5667. That'll get you to us as well. So a few different ways. We're also on social media. If you look up Renovation Sells, you can track some of the cool designs and things that we're doing. Again, search Renovation Sells on Instagram, Facebook. We're on both those.
I follow you on both. I see your Instagram stuff, and you got some nice transitional things before and after, and it makes me excited. So, alrighty. So here's a question that I ask everybody: when you aren't working, what do you enjoy doing here in NoCo?
Oh man, so we're blessed to live in this beautiful area, and there's so much to do. I think from kind of outdoor activities that we love, disc golf. My boys and I love to play disc golf.
Nice.
Mountain biking, hiking. I mean, all the kind of traditional Northern Colorado outdoor activities we love. Snowboarding. That's something I've been doing since high school, but my boys are both doing it now too, which is a lot of fun. So
I love it.
I mean, all the outdoor stuff, I would say. Old Town, hanging out on a Friday, Saturday night. We love doing that kind of stuff and enjoying restaurants and things like that with friends. But we definitely love the community for sure. Very
similar to me and my family. We love the outdoorsy stuff. We love going out. We love eating nice and going and hanging on a patio somewhere in Old Town. The snowboarding. I haven't put on a snowboard since 2007.
Oh my gosh.
But I used to go back in junior high and high school. We had the 5 mountain pass and I'd go all the time. And so now that we are back here and we're living here, my kids are little, they're at the perfect age to learn how, 3 and 5. So this coming winter, we're going to get back up on that mountain.
That's awesome.
I'm excited about it.
So, for you.
All right. Well, thanks again to you. Thank you all to you guys for tuning in to learn about yet another great company. Selling your home is an important move. And the best way to maximize the profit that you make on your home is to sell it in a pristine condition. So, Renovation Sells can help you through that process, even help you with the structuring of financing so that you don't have to feel like you don't have the means to accomplish a project like this that could give you such a great return on your investment. So if you're pondering selling your home, give Steve a call, Steve and his wife Thalyta, and let them give you some more information on how to get started. So once again, I'm Morgan Merriman, realtor at RE/MAX Alliance here in Fort Collins, Colorado. If you have a business or you know of somebody who has a business who may want to be featured on my interview series, go ahead and reach out to me. All my information will be at the end of the video. And of course, I'm always happy to help out you and your loved referrals for any real estate needs. Thanks again, and we'll catch you on the next one.